Hi, I'm interning in a preschool classroom at the Jordan Center in the Mesa School District. I looked at 50 books the teacher had throughout her classroom. When looking at the gender differences in books, there were more male characters than female characters. 33 books had female characters, while 37 had male characters. This difference was also seen when looking at male and female main characters. There were 27 books with male main characters and 17 books that had female main characters. With the books I selected, there were no animal characters. One example that I found was one of 3, and this had all female main characters. For race, there were 32 books with African American characters and 15 books with African American or Black main characters. There were 14 books with Asian characters and 6 books with Asian main characters. There were 21 books with Latino and Latina characters, and there were 10 books with Latino and Latina main characters. There were no indigenous characters shown in any of the books I selected. There were 38 books with characters who were white, as well as 31 books with main characters who were white. The book Don't Hit Me here has only African American characters portrayed, and the book Whoever You Are has all the races portrayed. With the books with non-white main characters, there were 0 books that mentioned anything about religion. There were 5 books that discussed holidays and festivals, such as Fiesta and Light the Candle, Bang the Drum. When looking at books with disabilities, there were 4 books that had characters with disabilities, 3 of which the characters were main characters. 2 here show characters with sign language and who are deaf, and this book shows all students who have disabilities. 13 out of the 50 books mentioned showed a family structure other than a mother, father, and 2 children, such as this book here, where these kids all have different family structures. There were 4 books that showed characters who speak other languages than English. In this book, How Do I Say That? Como se dice? Both languages, Spanish and English, are shown. There were no religious books, which was a surprise. There were 11 books that were written in other languages besides English. These books were all in Spanish, and these are 2 examples right here, and another one over here. My class demographics, there are 2 African American students, 1 Asian student, 4 Latino and Latina students, 9 white students. There are 12 females and 4 males. From what I gather, 0 of the students are very religious, and 0 of the students have disabilities. There are 14 English-speaking students and 2 multilingual. As a mirror of these students, these books provide every student a book that they could personally relate to and see themselves in. All the characters in the class have an opportunity to see themselves in these books. As a window for these students, these books also provide an expansive knowledge on other groups of people and the traditions they partake in. The children are provided a look into many different people's lives and should be able to gain a better understanding of how different groups of people live as well as different cultures.